Who am I to tell you about community? Because the community is a community of priests. We call that Presbyterian. And I have a confession to you. Our community of priests is not perfect. We quarrel, we shouted at each other, maglibakay mo ni, nasakitay, dahil yung mga opinion, mga grupo-grupo. In other words, I am not credible. But I remember Bishop Tagle, Cardinal Tagle telling us, if you want to look at something like an ideal community, maybe we cannot see that ideal community in the community of grace, but in the community of the laity. And maybe implicitly, he is referring to you. Maybe you are better than our community as priests. I don't know if you are able. But maybe you are better than us. And so instead of me telling you what the community is all about, it is time for us, according to Cardinal Tagle, to listen to you, how you live your community. So I said, who am I to tell you? But I remember Father Henry Nowick. I don't know if you remember him. He's an author of the book. And reflecting on the many books that he writes, he said, there are books that I write that do not reflect my life. These are my dreams, and I wrote all my dreams in the book. But there are books that I write that already reflect my life. And this is why I tell you about community. I am teaching community not because I live this already, but I am teaching you about community because this is my dream. So this is not for you. I do not live this. Wala naman din siyang puwi. But this is not for you. This is also for me. This is my dream for BCPP, but this is also my dream for my community of priests in the Diocese of Pagadian. So, muna yung alam ko para sa Diocese of Pagadian. I don't know if, para po sa inyo, alam ko na po para sa inyo. So, telling that, I'm now at peace. So, I don't have credibility, but this is just my dream. Ito lang. So we reflect about community. And there are many ways to start our reflection on community life. Maybe you can start with the Bible, maybe you can start on your role of life. May role of life, may tawag nila. Constitution ng bylaws. Maybe you can start there, you can start there reflecting. Or maybe you can start on theology. But I would like to start reflecting on the community of life, reflecting on community in the BCPP, by going back to the question raised kanina, who are you? Who are we as BCPP? And that's our starting point. What is our identity? Who are we? And there's only one answer to that. And I would like you to absorb on that. We are disciples of Jesus. We are Christ's disciples. What do we mean by discipleship? Discipleship means we are identified with Christ. When I reflect on this, I feel the great challenge that every time you go, members of the BCPP, and people see you, people recognize Christ in you because you are disciples of Christ. You are the eyes of Christ, you are the hands of Christ, you are the mouth of Christ, you are the heart of Christ, you are the speech of Christ, you are the smell of Christ, you are the touch of Christ. You are Christ. So that every time people see you, they remember Christ in you. If you are in the marketplace, they remember there's something in this person. This person, I remember Christ in this person. This is who we are. And I would like us all to internalize on that. This is the goal of the BCBP. This is the goal of our prayer, the goal of our seminary formation, the goal of our teachings, to become a disciple of Christ. The newest term here in theology is not disciples, but to be configured to Christ. Burakao, now ni Cristo. Configured. Configuration to Christ. That is why in theology now, we don't say first year, second year, third year, but we say configuration year 1. In short, you are reminded that my formation, my studies, should end up being identified with Christ. I remember when I was still in Manila, and I was invited by one school to celebrate the Mass in elementary and high school, all by the sisters. And after the Mass, I still wear my sutana. And I passed one classroom. And then one pupil went out from the class and then approached me and said, "Hi, Jesus." I said, is this what we mean to be identified with Christ? When they see us, and then they will say, "Hi, Jesus. I see Jesus in you. I see Jesus in your clinic. I see Jesus in your store. I see Jesus in your business. I see Jesus in your office. And I love to go there because Jesus is there." But this is our calling. This is who we are. A disciple of Jesus. Now, if our identity is a disciple of Jesus, imagine we are all disciples here. And when all of the disciples of Jesus gather together, they become a community. In other words, we are community of the disciples of Jesus. Imagine all configured to Christ, gathered together to form one community. And that community becomes a community of the disciples of Jesus. And therefore, this community is identified with Jesus. BCBP, Jesus. Are you BCBP? Yes. Are you identified with Jesus? Are you Jesus in our community? So that is our community. We are a community identified with Jesus Christ. Are you still okay? You like that? You are identified with Christ. That's why we do something bad, we do something evil, something anomalous and scandalous. Think of your identity. I am Jesus. I'm using my hand. Why use this hand? This is the hand of Jesus. Why I use this hand for something evil? My mouth. I belong to this community of Jesus' disciples. Now, as a community of Jesus' disciples, we are going to imitate how did Jesus relate. So siya itong model. How did Jesus relate? And there's one thing that we always forget about Jesus. Kung yun sa niya mag-relate. Because sometimes we think of Jesus as an almighty God. He's a healer. God is a miracle worker. God is a missionary. But there's one thing that we forget. Or maybe we know that, but sometimes we just let it pass by. That Jesus is a friend. Jesus is kaibigan. He is barkada. He is a friend. That is why many times people do not like that Jesus is a friend. But Jesus is a friend. When Jesus becomes a friend to the tax collectors, people do not like. But Jesus tells, but I am a friend. I am a friend. And people said, you are a friend of a tax collector. Matthew. And he says, I love that. I love being called a friend. And Jesus also calls his disciples, you are not my servants. You are not my slaves. But you are my friends. This is actually what is my inspiration during my ordination. When I was ordained, we normally have our Bible text. And I go back to my experience of this Lord. And I said, this Lord is my friend. And so I quoted the Gospel of John. When Jesus told the disciples, you are not my servant, you are my friend. And I told you myself, I personalized that, Lord, I am not your servant, I am not your slaves, but I am your friend. If we consider each other as a friend, you will not hurt each other. Kung barkada na ito, hindi natin sila kasakitan. I remember one time we had our community meetings in the clergy meeting with the clergy. And we ended up heated discussion. And then, about this point, yung magpasakitay na sa sikapari. And then one priest stood up and said, do we have the heart to hurt our companion? We are friends, we are one community. And I said to myself, if I don't consider you a friend, it's easy for me to hurt you. But Jesus is a friend, and we cannot afford to hurt. Now, as a friend, muna ito misunod si Kristo in a community of disciples, I would like to share with you at least 3 important expressions of friendship in this PCBP community. Just 3. This is not exhaustive. Maybe you can add more. And try to look at whether this is present in your community as PCBP. So 3. First, as a community of Christ disciples, as friends, the first important element is conversation. Karang mag-istoryalay ka. Jesus is talkative. He talks a lot. He talks to a Samaritan woman, he talks to the apostles, to the widows, to the Pharisees. That is why we have the Bible. Because if Jesus did not speak, wala tayong Biblia. Jesus conversed. So, sige siya, istorya. And if you want to be like that, we have to converse as a community. But istorya nito. And you know what I don't know if it is true to you. Only those we feel or we like, we can afford to talk to. Ang ato bitaw ganahan ni istorya, ganahan po na itong ganahan. We don't talk to our enemies. Kung may istorya rin pa, pati mo kaya maghumul ka sa itong mga enemies. We don't converse. But we converse only with our friends. And I hope it is true in the PCBP community. Talk, converse with each other. Without conversation, you cannot build community. Without that conversation. But I would like to go deeper on this, on the question, what is the content or substance of your conversation? I think that's the most important question that should be asked in your conversation. Because most of the time, we converse not about ourselves, but we converse about other people's lives. And it's exciting. Muna galing ang istorya na basta lain na galing ang tao, matang istorya, ugay na man. Kita ko istorya, have we talk about our inner struggle? And that is the conversation that is needed in the community. When you talk, have you listened to the interiority of your companion? Have you listened to their sorrows, to their wants, to the pain, the betrayal, the unfaithfulness, the wants, the fear, the anxiety, the depression, the loneliness, the sadness? Have we listened to that? Remember that even if how many times we smile, sometimes they are just facade. Because deep inside us, there is a story that needs to be listened to. And who will listen to us? The members of the community. That is why Jesus listens to those who are suffering. He listens to them. Imagine Jesus Christ saw a sick person. And Jesus knows that the person is sick. But what did Jesus do? He did not automatically heal. But Jesus asked the question. He asked the question, what do you want me to do for you? Because Jesus wanted that person would share the inner struggle. And the person told Jesus, I want to be healed. He's a God, He knows that already, but Jesus wanted to communicate, to converse. I hope we go into that deep conversation. Listen to the stories. We have a lot of stories to tell, but nobody listens to us. You know, in my life as a priest, I listen a lot of stories. And I even wanted to write all these stories. When people visited in the bishop's house, seldom go there to bring good news. Most of the time, they go there to share their stories of pain. We are unwanted, and that needs to be shared. When you have problems, can you approach one member of the community in the city? Or you find another person who is not a member of BCTP. That's questionable. What's the purpose of having this community? If you cannot share our story, hindi na ba tayo naglain? So I hope we go deeper on that conversation. But please, when we converse face to face. Because now we can converse virtually. So virtual na conversation. And according to one spiritual writer, to be Christian is to see the face of the person in front of you. So when you converse, look at the face of the person. What's the demeanor? What's the emotion? And our face could not deceive the one we are talking to. That's why Pope Francis said, go out and see the face of your companions. Because our face could not deceive. If you are sad, maybe we smile. But that's fake. Because that smile, kadyot na kayo na, mubalik naman itong sad face from our interiority. So encounter on that in our conversation. There was an advice of Pope Francis. I don't know if it is true to you. Yun siya, tunahin mo text na to, tunahin mo call na to, niya, hindi na to matubag, what shall we do? Sometimes, hindi ako ng history sa mga pari. Sometimes, tunahin mo text, nakatuwag-tuwag na, okay, K, O, sige. Or kung na-miss school, pwede ba tayo balik? Ato bang ikawalan siya balik? Na-miss na to ang phone? I don't know in your community, but in the community of clergy, kasi pag mag-school ka, dagang, balik mo ko, ano? Hindi mo po, Francis, when somebody calls you, and then you miss the call back. Maybe that person is in need of someone to talk. Patakabalo ka natawa na, mag-suicide na. And then he needs someone to tell the story. And then you miss the call. And then you just neglect. It's sad. Ito mga seminarians kami. Seminarians pa, pero wala na. I cannot know now, but we stop this joke already. Classmate me. Kung mag-text, they will reply yan. And then one meeting, you said, yan naman yun, kami mo text mo, naman yun ang reply. Pero kung mga chicks, reply mo yun ka. They're classmates. Sometimes, when somebody texted you, please reply. That's part of conversation. Sometimes, ako kung rin na, can I call you? Arvin sometimes, Father, pwede ko mag-call. When I read that, I will not wait for you to call me. I will call you. So, ulo. I don't wait. Don't wait. Sige, please call. Why don't you call? It does not spend a lot of money to call back. Can I call you? Meaning, importante na siya. Hindi na text, tawag na yun na siya. And that's part of our conversation. Part of our friendship. So that's the first manifestation of a community of Christ's disciples. Please converse. No, let's converse. Do not be too silent. No, istorya. And then look at the face. Look at your companion. Listen to their stories. Okay, that's one, conversation. The next is attention. Attention. You know, when Jesus conversed, He gives His full attention to the person in front of Him. I mean, full attention. That is why when He was, after His resurrection, He met Peter, who denied Him. And then he conversed. And then Jesus told Peter, Peter, do you love me? And according to some Bible scholars, Jesus looked at the face and the eyes of Peter when he asked that question. Peter, do you love me? Full attention. The apostles of Jesus. Why is it that they fall in love with Jesus? Because Jesus gave full attention to them. They are ordinary people. Nobody gives attention to them. But it was only Jesus who had attention nila. They go back to Father Henry Nowen. After his death, there were testimonies about the life of Father Henry. And one couple gave testimony. One time, there was crisis in our married life. And we went to Father Henry Nowen for some spiritual counseling. And we went there to the house. So in our conversation with Father Henry Nowen, the husband said, it is as if the whole world stops. And we feel that the most important person during the time is us, the couple. Father Henry Nowen gave us 100% attention to us. No distraction. Is it as if we are the most valuable person in the world? That's also what I feel with Bishop Bong. When you talk to Bishop Bong, it is as if you are the most important person in the world. That's why many of us priests want to the bishop form and then suggested, Bishop, we did kaya ito and then the bishop listens carefully. Full attention. And you know what? Ma-misinterpret ko sa mga pare na suggestion, mauna to. Balik sila parokya, kung sila na, mauna to ikiingon ni bishop. Pero sa, wala ko ito yung naminaw sa bishop. Isip siya, wala naman ako ito sa ito. Okay, ano kayo ito yung padayon? Tungkol kay full attention, and you know, when that full attention, when somebody talks to us, and then full attention is given, we feel we're welcome. We're loved. We're important. We are valued. Kung yung istorya na ito, yung paminaw na ito, mapatid na ito, ipaminaw ko niya, i-value niya ang story. I learned this when I was taking the seminary. And after a third year in theology, so I took presidency. And very ideal in the seminary. So I was teaching in our school, in our town, in Tito. And the first time nag-teach ko. So, very ideal. Isunod ka po ang seminary, mga style. Tinagod mga seminarista ako sa estudyante. Lisod ng mga estudyante. And then, final exam, oral exam. 1-on-1. Ba kayo mga estudyante, mas nag-agigla ng oral exam 1-on-1. So I sit, sat on the chair, there was a table there, and in front of their table, so I asked question, what is that? And then when the student answered, I give my full attention. I want to give full attention. And sa mata, and after the exam, one student, a woman, lady, approached me and asked, Sir, are you in love with me? Because when we have our oral exam, you look at me. Imagine when we give our full attention, people feel, I said, and I said, yes, of course, as a teacher, I always love my student. Pero sometimes, paminawan, basta paminawan na ganit ka, mabatiin mo, valuable kay ka. But that's not what we do. Sorry to tell that, even me, I fail on that. Because when somebody talks to us, even if the story is very beautiful, even if that person is telling about his or her problems, what we do is that got our cell phone and then do some texting or browsing. The person, how does the person feel? Insulted. So please, that's why I said this is. I don't read this. But this is my belief. And kamo siguro na po muna ingnan na ako na ingnan ko na sa kabata. Sige share na ko ang bata, no? 3 years old or 4 years old. Sige share na ko. Ako po sige na po cellphone kay. Ako lang gusto sa bata ko. Yung ginagawa sa bata na mukha naminaw na ko eh. Even children, even your children, when they talk, then you don't listen to them, they feel they are not important. They feel they are not valuable. They feel that their stories are not significant. That's why you just look around, and then you look at our watch, like sometimes we do that. But that is our community. Conversation, and then give your full attention. So conversation, attention, and lastly, a community where there is affirmation. Affirmation. You know, Jesus affirms. Jesus does not only condemn, but He affirms. He affirms children. Children, the kingdom of God is yours. Peter, you have the correct answer. Peter, what do people say I am? Peter said, you are the Messiah. Peter, affirmation. All of Peter after that faith. Because Jesus said, yes, I am the Messiah, but I will suffer. And Peter said, no, you don't suffer. And then Jesus said, you are thinking like the mind of Satan. So, pero Jesus affirms. One psychologist says, if we receive one good affirmation, just one good affirmation, we can live for another 2 months. So imagine how powerful is the affirmation. One affirmation, and then we live for 2 months. I don't know if you remember Mami Sara Saniel. She always affirmed. When I was still a young priest, and I was already the vice president in Pulumban, and she was the dean in the graduate school. Every time I had the mass, and then after the mass, magpaabot siya namin, and then she affirmed, Mother, you have a very beautiful body. Dapat kami, kasi young priest at the time. And I noticed, I celebrated the mass with the priest. I noticed that the homily is not really good. After the mass, Mommy stood again and then told the priest, katong na-celebrate, Father, thank you. Very beautiful homily. Ay, generic din. This is very nice how affirming she is. Affirming siya. And then I celebrated Mass at the Holy Infant Seminary, and the bishop wrote a pastoral letter. Yung pastoral letter, di ba? And then during the Mass, I read the pastoral letter of the bishop. So I read, Masa na ko. It was not mine. And it was not a homily. It was a pastoral letter. Mami Sara was there. And then after the Mass, Mami Sara again stood in the front. And then she approached me and said, Father, you look very beautiful woman. That's affirmation, but I like that. I like that. Even if that affirmation may not be true. But nobody is sad when you're affirmed. Bahala na lang niya, nung gati-gati siya. Ako, nalintay ko, ano niya. Are we affirming community in the BCTT? When somebody gives teaching, we approach that person and then thank you for your teaching. Some ng ilang affirmation is very specific. You know, I always hear about, that's generic. And then one time, there was one widow who really went to the office when I was still in Pulumban. And then she told me, Father, you know, last Sunday I went to the church and you were the priest and I like your homily. And they said, really? You like? Yes, I like it. What was my homily? And then she gave me the details. The details. And I said, Naminaw, giniling ko. Sometimes when we give affirmation, can you also give details? Like, I like your point. You know, when you say that God is love, that's new. The first time I heard that, God is love. No, maybe be specific, no? Or you can just talk about it. Thank you for that. I'm touched. I'm copy that I mentioned about don't be stingy with affirmation. Ay, pag tinihik, affirmation. Remember, when you give good affirmation, that companion maybe can live for another 2 months. Just imagine that. When I was in Colomban, sa finance bank ko, and then we decided to increase the salary of our teachers. Medyo gamay magandang sweldo. And then, we called for a general assembly. And then, after presenting the increase, one teacher stood up and said, "You know, Father, I'm not happy with the increase." "Why are you not happy? I've been here for 25 years already in teaching, but I never heard, I don't like the increase. No, I'm not happy with the increase. I've been here in Colomban for 35 years, but I never heard a priest, administrator, telling me, thank you as a teacher. Thank you for serving Colomban for many years." And they said, "Okay, no increase." "Ma'am, thank you." I learned from that to really thank your staff. Pasalamatan yung staff, thank your workers, your cook, your driver, thank you. I don't think sa waya, no? That person is a human being, and you are busy. You belong to an affirming community. And if ever nasubok kayo, make it more gentle. So, I also need that. No? I also need affirmation. I'm also human. Kung kapuyan na kayo ko sa pag-ministry dito sa Pagadian, I feel, of course, not only affirmation that I receive, but also receive a lot of motivations. Especially now that I am the Vicar General. I think people, especially my brother priest, do not like me, not because I am a person, I am good as a person, but because of my position. Sometimes people do not like us because of who we are, but because of our position. It's not namin okay na akal ng posisyon na. Lamia, uwihan na nila. Pero when I am sad and I feel I don't have energy anymore to work, I go back to Pitogo. Kasi tayo na silang marula na sa mga tagala sa Pitogo. Nakagin ko isa niya na akong gitarong perminti. Basta na ako gina siya ng gitarong. Ay na siya, deswegen. Basta na siya, tuon ako sa balay din. Ako na mga barkada rin. Sa naman, sumpal, inom sila. Ganun ako na siya tawag kay kana siya. Ang may trabaho ka na agad. Sige na kisang dahil ako. Ay, teka na. Sa mga pwede ka main dyan. Kumanta, ulit ako sa kapitya. That's how important this affirmation. Even if sa mga good news about yourself. Imagine when we have a companion in our community na ECDP. Ganyan trabaho sa Pinagsaway. Kaysa ECDP guy. Sige na pag-play. Sige na pag-play. Wala makita ang mayo. Do you like the person? Wala ganahan. Isa pag nindot ang yung point. Muna sa mga kasi sa mabaring na ako'y mga anak. Puro sa nangin. Kaya present na magiging kasaway. Saan yung isla na? Sabihin pa, wala kayong malulungan na niya. Wala na yung ganahan. Imagine if that is your attitude. You're not affirming. You lose friends. You will always win about arguments, dapat ka bisa ako. But kung wala kayo nakuha ang pagkada, you don't expect others to affirm you also. Kung wala kayo yata ng affirmation, di ko ma-affirm. Okay, but this is a community, affirming community. So, katutuloran ng conversation, attention, lastly, pag-finali na, I hope this is a community of joy. Malipayon mo yan. Jesus is joyful. You know, Jesus is joyful. sometimes we read the gospel in a sad voice, sometimes in an angry voice, but Jesus is joyful. Maybe Jesus is laughing. Kabaluwag mo ng gospel nga, if your left eye sins, masay mo sa kamata, lugita. Kung ang imo mo sa katiil, na nasayip siya, asa siya milakaw, putla mo sa katiil. That's a joke. That's a common joke before in Jerusalem. Pero kita, iseryoso na to. Imagine, pwede ba ba yung isa kamatay? Imagine sa iyong paglakaw, isa na katiil ang mga nasala. Oh! Marami daw, napasala yung sa siya, paano na tangtangan mo lang sa kamatay. Until to make it very serious. Then, maglandong ka na, hindi mo kasala ang atong mata. That's why Pope Francis said, do not lose your sense of humor. The gospel is a gospel of joy. And so do not lose your sense of humor. Smile. Laugh. Sabi ninyo, I don't know if you can invite that priest karon. Naay sikat karon nga retreat. O ang retreat is all about laughter. Si Father, si Father sa Manila, sikat na siya kay mga pare, ano yan ibang one. Yan yung trabaho, one of the activities, kaya nag-share na mo, nag-appeal sila. One of the activities is the inner circle, the outer circle. Ngayon, magkatubangay. Kinatawanan mo doon. Panukong kininyo niya dalawang pero kinatawanan mo. Okay, next. Narawan ko. Hindi ka na din mo katawa. Sikat ka siya, karon. Because we lose our capacity to laugh. When was the last time that we truly laughed? When we were still children. Karon, isip na kayo pagkatawa mo. Sige, tayo mo. Ano ang problema? Ayaw you can invite, kung na-time siya, doon kung niya, joy, the joy. But I think in one of my homilies with you, I suggest, when you're going to recruit members of the BCTP, pag-recruit, doon ka na sense of humor. Kaya mga komedyante ba? Recruit pa na, makalipay mo. Kasi ako, ayaw na pag may punta ko ng pinagseryoso na bigay, mabukuti mo na. Pag Francis of funeral faces. How can we invite people if our faces look like miserable? How can we invite? But if our community is joyful, people will go to us, will come to us. Ay, general na kasi sila, general na dali. Tumunang joyful, mana sa even our vocation campaign. Lalo mag-iwan sa seminaryo. And then, we discern, no? Katawag din mga pare. Punta nito. Try to look at your poster. Come and see. Ang mga poster ba? You want to become a priest? Come and see. Ang picture, kaampo, kaanan. Isa may kailangan. Pwede mo punta kayo sa sunod. Kaya ako yung una. Yung picture ko, ipaguna. Isa may kasunod, to make your picture joyful. Nga joyful. After that seminar, I went back to the diocese. And I laughed with the sister kanina sa cathedral nito. Kaya nila ng religion sister of sorrows. Somebody to join your congregation. So be joyful. So this is the community of Christ. And Christ is joyful. I think I can share this with you. Before, napalit akong sa una, before I was a new priest, kinumdam ako sa ingon ni Maria Teresa pagpunta niya siya. God, Free us from the sour faces of the saints. Tawag na nito mga images sa saints. Gabukot, ito na sa may mga kong santos. Naghatag ko rin connection na ni. At yun ako, walay ko mga santos na smile. So na yung madaling ng father. Ang sabi ka istorya mother kaya ang mga pari nasa Cotabato na rin. Artist yan. Dahil ang iya gikuha, ipag-usap niya ang mga statue. Smile na mga santos. Si Virgin Mary, pwede nag-smile. I like that. Because we are not used to see that. We think that the saints are sorrowful. But the saints are joyful. Because Jesus is joyful. I like that image. Pero pa rin mga kain, matanaw na rin.
Masunod ka sa planetton.
Actually, kung si Francis Assisi, but that is who we are. So I hope we belong to community of joy and believe me, if that member of the community does not find joy here, mawa na siya. But if he finds joy, pabigil ka. How many years are you sa mo? Yung pa na rin, mga senior na magyayari. What makes you stay?
Mag-play ka nga natin magkatawa. Sa bilis na nagkatawa. Hindi mo nag-play ka, naghangad din mo.
So that's a community, that's my dream. As I have said, I don't dream all of this. But this is also my dream for my community, the community of priests. And my dream also for you. Mahal na naman mo ito, mother.